Good afternoon and welcome to our VIP special ghosting one with Jez. Little brief intro. Simply, Ghost Nights have been going since 2010, and Jez pretty much joined us about a year or so later.
Yeah.
About 14, 15 years now, Jez has been part of the team. So over to Jez. Jez, what got you into the ghost hunting community?
Well, I think I've been interested in paranormal for as long as I can remember, but mainly more around haunted airfields. And for my 50th birthday, my wife bought me a ghost hunt with Simply Ghost Nights. So me and my daughter took advantage of it, went to Armley Mills in Leeds on our first ever ghost hunt. Had a fantastic night and kind of got the bug from there. So I think now I'm, I don't know, 350, 400 investigations in, something like that.
I reckon Matt Box have done 15. I mean, one time we were doing 40 a year, weren't we? So probably, I reckon
Probably
about six.
longer.
Yeah, six-ish, I reckon.
But
Plus,
yeah, it's scary. But,
yeah.
To be fair though, Armley Mills, it's a good place to start.
Oh, yeah.
Because I loved it when I first went there.
Yeah.
It's such a unique place.
Yeah, and I think Sammy got a lot out of the experience as well, in that she's done 3 or 4 events with us since then.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems a long time ago, but we've had some good
over
events
years,
since,
we've had some good laughs, haven't we?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
What would you class then, Jez? As you say, your top 3 venues? I know you could go for more.
Oh, yeah.
You've got to go for your top 3.
Past or present?
Yeah.
Donny Air Museum is definitely up there in the top 3. I love that place because it covers the 2 things I enjoy the most: ghost hunting and World War II aviation. I think after that, I would have to say maybe Stanley Palace over in Chester.
Never done that.
We've had some absolutely incredible nights over there on the electronics, the visuals, the
EVP.
interaction, the EVPs, a lot. And then I'm trying to think where else really. RF Binbrook. Well, RF Binbrook and Cannon Hall are on a par, simply because those are the 2 places I've seen full apparitions.
Have you seen a full apparition at Binbrook?
Yeah, we saw a shadow at Binbrook.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I did see a full apparition. Yeah, in the NAFI.
In big room, weren't it? Yeah.
There was an airman stood in the fire exit.
I see. I love Binbrook.
Yeah. Just unfortunately, it seemed to turn to a nightclub as well, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
That last one he did there did.
But yeah, then as I say, the other one, the lady at Cannon Hall in the kitchens.
Oh, I remember, tell me
she was there as clear as a bell, as if, it was one of the guests. And she was looking at us through a serving hatch. I can still see her face, I can still describe her. And Cannon Hall actually verified about 7 weeks afterwards that the description I'd given her was seen by somebody else.
Some
as well.
scouts, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was our Guild Guides or scouts were in one weekend, and so that same apparition.
And they said that the only thing that was missing, because I gave a description of it but left a detail out. And the woman I saw had long dark hair, pale complexion, white top, and a red scarf, red cravat. And when they rang us up, they says, "Oh yeah, we've seen her. It's been verified. This kid saw lady, long dark hair, pale complexion, white top, but she was wearing a red cravat." And the bit of detail I left out was the red cravat. So instant verification, isn't it?
I think that's, anyway, that's like everybody's dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're doing this, that's the kind of thing you're hoping for at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think if you only ever get it once in all the years you do it, I think you'd be buzzing over it. You really would. But yeah.
So yeah, very fortunate to see that.
And like as time's gone by now, the equipment's moved on. What would you say 2 or 3 favourite pieces of equipment, considering where we were for 15 years ago? Just like K2 or
It's funny. I was messing around in my garage the other day and I found this little box that had a sticker on it, and that was the first equipment box I had.
Yeah.
And it'd hold a K2 and an Ovilus. That was the only space it had in it.
Yeah.
And as you say now, I mean, I like to concentrate more on the electronic side of it, knowing that it's difficult to fix the electronics. I mean, okay, people say, "Oh, well, if you stand next to the television with a K2, then your K2 will go off. But yeah, how many televisions do you have on a ghost hunt?
Yeah.
And that's what we try and
And why
push
would you?
on
Why
the
would you?
equipment
Yeah.
talk. You know that these things can set equipment off,
Yeah.
mobile phones, this, that, and the other. So turn them off. So we try and cover that. And if we do get funny activity, as we do at Ripon upstairs, you know, we either don't use that piece of equipment or explain. We know what it is. We just have to live with it.
They've got a fuse box above your head.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, my all-time favourite has got to be the ghost box. I really do enjoy some of the interactions we get out of that from members of the team or members of the public having their names repeated or being insulted, or as we had at Donny Air the other week.
That was unbelievable, weren't it?
It was the best session I think I've ever had.
Yeah.
Well, you've got a voice on the end of the radio describing wartime engineering in the RAF. When we asked him who was the Prime Minister when war broke out, it told us it was Chamberlain. And then it told us it was Churchill. What do you think of Churchill? Oh, he's a great bloke.
Yeah.
You know. And I think with the others, the Tracer, I think it's quite a good piece of equipment where you have a 2 meter array, and Spirit interacts with it. It'll change lights on this laser array, so you can see if anything's touched it, trod on it, affected the temperatures. So, as I say, each piece of equipment really got its own place in an investigation. So say you can have all the K2s that you want laid up and this, that, and the other, but if somebody hasn't turned the mobile off, it negates it. So we try and I'll hold my hands up, I'm the world's biggest skeptic. So if something happens, and I mean, we're all the same, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think that was? Well, it's raining outside.
Yeah.
It could be water running out windy, isn't it?
As it sounds, I think sometimes you get as much satisfaction out of debunking something and proving that it wasn't what people think it was. Because I think you walk away then and think, because we come across as legitimate, we don't look like we're faking it.
You know.
Because that's the one thing we don't want to do.
It does stall some of the customers. Oh, God, we thought we got something now. But I'd rather that you went away knowing the truth.
Yeah.
So,
but what you said about Spirit Box and stuff, I have to admit, I hated it. But over the years, I've warmed to it. And I think the reason why I hated it is because I'd never really come across that before. I'd heard about white noise and all that. Watch the films. And remember doing the first one, and I was sat there, and it weren't we are actually, as it turned out. And I was sat there and I'm listening and thinking, this is boring. so boring because nobody was talking. We were just listening to white noise. But
you got to ask questions.
Nobody was asking anything. So then obviously skip forward, I think a couple of years. And I've done it with Simple Ghost Starts as a guest. And then I started hearing what can be done with it if you use it the right way.
Because if you just sit there and let it go round and round, you need to entice them and ask them to say, tell us your name. And they'll get interested and give you a name. Describe so and so. So
and I think with the variations that you do now, like with the Etsy experiments and stuff like that. I mean, I still watch quite a few of the old Ghost Hunters and Expedition X and stuff like that, where they have professional paranormal investigators. So you're picking up tips from that all the time. I never thought of doing that.
Well, it's like I'll put my hand and say with us now with glass, everyone gets blindfolded, and there's none of this ideisms and stuff like that. So I think we must be one of the only few companies in the country that do that. So I think you can never rest on your laurels as a company going forward.
I think you've got to change it, and you've got to
mix it up a bit.
You know, using traditional methods, modern methods, and kind of everything in between. And as I say, to me, the best equipment that you've got is your ears. Just sit there and listen and call out and see if you get a response. See if you get EVPs back, things like that. So, happy days.
Yeah, so controversial one then, because I know this gets on a few people's list, including mine. What do you think of the phone apps?
I refuse to answer the question.
I knew that.
The phone apps. Yeah, the phone apps have the place.
As a phone.
In a bin.
As a phone.
I still think it's very similar to the Alexa method, where it's listening for keywords. You know, I don't have any animals and stuff like that. So, you know, you mentioned to let's get some dog food. Next thing, Facebook's full of, have you got your dog food from here? You know, and I think the phone apps work on a similar principle.
I can't get that feeling.
I mean, we looked into, just there's a company they can buy apps, and they can also, if you've got a thesis you need writing on, you know, carpet making, someone in India or somewhere will write that for you for £3.50.
Yeah.
So we looked into getting an app after using one from Will, and it was I think it worked out £1.50 to make one, but you put the words in. And if you look at all these apps, they're all geared up with like Demon, Death, Die, Michael Peters.
Exactly.
And so if you're saying, can I have a name? We'll give you a name. Are you alive? No. And then Death, Demon. And
were you murdered?
Yeah.
You know,
and I think the Ovilus was saying, you know, when we got on them.
I think the Ovilus is a little bit different in that it doesn't have any connectivity.
Yeah.
So it's not Wi-Fi driven. So it's got a library.
I think it's got a library of words in.
1,000 words, something
like
that.
Listening to what's going on.
No, but so I think you get more random
and you get
stuff
on the phonetic mode of it. You'll get something spoken that sounds the same as a spirit box, but it's not connected to the ether. So again, take everything with a pinch of salt.
But I say the apps. I think the apps are a waste of money.
They are a bit controversial because there are people that swear by them.
Yeah.
Right. And I think it's one of them. I think if you've got something, and on a serious investigation, for me personally, I don't like them. Don't simply because I think, like you said, they listen to what you're saying, and I think they interpret it, and they chuck words at you that suit the conversation they might have overheard. So I think if they bring somebody a bit of joy and a bit of fun, and it brightens up their night at home in their own personal space, maybe if they're just doing lone visuals or something, fair play to them. Yeah. Now, if that's what floats your boat, fair play to you. But I just don't think they have, in a serious ghost hunt setting, I don't really think they work.
It's like taking a toy, really. It's like taking a toy.
Well, you might as well take a talking Peppa Pig toy.
Yeah, you might as well.
You know, so I don't put a lot on them, but it's like you say, if somebody wants to go do it, well, that's fine. There's a spare room there.
Yeah.
Knock yourself out.
Yeah, you can't put no credence on it, can you really?
But then on the other hand, it's like say, people believe what they want to believe, don't they?
Yeah,
absolutely. And if it gets you through your vigil, your ghost, and you've got a good night at the end of it, well, they don't impact anybody else and not see an issue.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But yeah, they are a bit controversial, to say the least. So, spinning off from that, obviously you spoke about your ghost box being your favourite and your trace of things. Cat balls, right?
Yeah.
The most basic, simple piece of equipment you could ever imagine, right? Do you think they're as accurate as what we like to believe they are?
Again, it's something that can be affected by the surroundings.
Yes.
So if it's a vibration or a breeze, that can set them off for a bang. We had one, I can't remember the name of the place, but we had a cat ball on a stage.
Right.
And this cat ball kept going off.
Kellam Hall,
that was it.
Yeah.
And it kept going off. And when I put a torch on, there was one of those little silverfish. And it was running into the side of it.
Yeah, ramming it.
Trying to play football with it. So, you know, from that point of view, silverfish won.
Yes.
But then, on the other hand, you can put them down. Can you set the ball off for me, please? And it goes off on request. Then you've got to say, well, okay, might be coincidence, try it again. You try it again, and it goes off again. Twice isn't coincidence.
Yeah.
You know, so again, it's just like anything else that, you know, if you use it in a managed situation, you can get a result out of it. As I say, if you're going to do it somewhere like here at the side of the road and go and stick it on the wall outside, then it's going to go off in 30 seconds.
Absolutely, yeah.
Usually the best artwork way on a piece of carpet or in one of them little cups they have.
Yeah, I've
put it
noticed
there.
a lot of stands.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They've even brought one out now, which is a yes/no one, and it's on a seesaw.
Yeah.
One side's obviously yes, one side's no, and obviously it balances like that, and hopefully it drops down to wherever you want it, yes or no.
I mean,
I've not tried it, but
you look
I'm intrigued by it, I have to admit.
The amount of equipment now that's variable, like you've got. I'm not going to sell many ice creams at that speed, is it, Jess?
It's not.
I think that's somebody likes the phone naps. That's
Yeah.
police on us.
Yeah, well, well, if you look at the equipment now, you've got like your teddy bears, you've now got your dolls, just a whole array of everything.
Oh,
like I say,
yeah.
from cat balls and to K2s and EMFs, and it's just
I mean,
amazing.
and there's so much more technology out there that we can't afford to get.
No.
Basically, I mean, I've got a load of various bits of equipment, from night vision goggles, sound enhancements, EVP recorders, but there's some stuff out in the market that you just think, God, I'd just love to have a go with it. Never mind anything else.
I mean, look how much recording we do between us and the time you don't have. You know, if you imagine if you could do it full time, then you could watch everything, listen to everything.
Yeah.
But it's the amount of stuff we must miss collectively over an event, where it's like, because we put our phones down as sound recorders, obviously, we're not going to interfere with K2s and things. And it's like the amount of stuff you miss is that, we could be missing all kinds of stuff.
That's it. I mean, with the night vision cameras especially, I mean, if you do a 6-hour investigation, you've got 6 hours worth of recording.
Yeah.
So then you need 6 hours to play it back.
Can you remember?
Yeah, it's true.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Well, years ago we used to bring video with had video cameras. We had a little mini iPad or laptop.
Yeah.
We had cables everywhere, Mark. I would literally roll out 100 meters worth of cable.
Yeah.
Right, to 4 cameras positioned in different buildings, and it was manic. But like now, you can get them all either off your phone or Bluetooth, and I think how was that improved?
Well, that's a note to myself now. I've never actually thought about that because I spend a lot of time listening to audiobooks. A stupid amount of time listening to audiobooks. While I'm working, I have earphone in, listening to an audiobook, so people while I'm working with don't talk to me.
That's not good for a pilot.
Yeah, very true. But I could start listening to my playback on the EVPs.
Well, I used to do it at work when it was quiet.
Maybe that's
I'd take my camera and my recorders back, and if it was quiet, I just used to take my own laptop, whack it in, and just sit there for an hour just watching or listening. But,
I've got 9 hours on my phone at the near EVPs. I've not
have
listened
you?
yet.
Yeah. There you are. It's a day driving.
Started probably in 2017.
I record them, have a quick blast through, and if I don't get anything, I delete them. Oh, it's pizza order coming. But I mean, it's like I look at the advancement in cameras. It's all off nearly always phones now. But remember one time we used to have 3 or 4 cameras, the old Sony ones, because they could all work off at the same charger. We lost a couple, bought some more, and now everything's on phones.
It's like sound recording as well, isn't it?
Oh, crikey, yeah.
Reel-to-reel stuff. And
that's what we used to have a reel-to-reel on me and
Yeah.
Rosie, like recording it back, rewinding it.
So this is a question then that we asked Emma and Rosie last week. Right? This is one location that is no longer available to do. Right? That you could go back to, but it had to be a location that's the only place you could ever do again. There's one what you can't do anymore. What would it be? Whether that's because it's shut down or we just don't do it.
That's a good question, isn't it?
They struggled.
Because there must be so many that obviously you've done that I haven't done.
Yeah.
See, you could go back and say Cusciolo, but then what was that one we did? Remember we were supposed to do the woods, the haunted TP things.
Oh yeah.
And then me and Rosie went up in February, like a First World War scene. Yeah. So we moved to where the people who owned the 3 houses or 5 houses together.
The old lead miners' cottages.
Yeah, we did that. That place.
That was pretty good. But I think
there's a whole host.
So many places that we've done. As I say, Binbrook.
Yeah.
You know, as an example.
Even Stanley Palace, that way.
Yeah, but I think I'm more now. If I had to pick one ghost hunt now as my last one ever, where would it be? And I mean, that's a list as long as my arm, but to me, it'd have to be Alcatraz.
Yeah.
I would love to do Alcatraz.
Yeah. That's a bucket list type one.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you're gonna, it's your finale, you're never gonna ghost hunt again. stickers in there for the night.
Although controversially, they don't get a chance because Trump wants to do all sorts of we Alcatraz.
That's it.
He's got so many plans
Open
for
it back
Alcatraz
up.
according
Yeah.
to him.
And a bit of a segue, just run about football early on. We know you're a big, massive Leeds fan.
Yep.
We were saying earlier, what would you consider your best Leeds 11? I know it's difficult.
Oh, I know.
So we'll start with
no like when you're on spot.
So we'll start with goalkeeper.
Right, so I've got everybody's picked from 1967, 68 season onwards. I mean, the best team that I ever saw as a kid was Spraking goals, Paul Reaney, Terry Cooper, Norman Hunter, Jack Charlton, Billy Bremner, Johnny Giles, Eddie Gray, Mick Jones, Alan Clark, and Peter Lorimer.
You know the team that's like name dropping, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Because
Yeah.
there's so many big names in
But
that team.
they're on about what Pep's done at Man City and this, that, and the other, and the records that he's set. And they put an interesting fact on TV that Don Revie rates in the top 3 managers in top level football with Pep and this, that, and the other, because that Leeds team was unbelievable.
See with Pep,
Even on paper, it sounds amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I actually seen it in actual.
Well, you know, when you've
play.
got a first division football team that string 39 passes together without the opposition touching it.
Yeah, true.
Or the
like
beat,
Sheffield Wednesday, that.
or the well, they had the passes against them. You know?
yeah, exactly.
You know.
we look at Pep and you think, how would he have gone on without the millions? That's
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
That's
isn't
the
it?
thing, isn't it? Yeah.
And I mean, with Don's era and things like that as well. At that time, you didn't even have substitutes.
No.
So
I did see the Chelsea Leeds. Was it 71 FA Cup final?
1970.
Yeah,
Yeah,
jeez.
I was there. Well, I was at Wembley for the first. We drew 2-2, and my dad went to Old Trafford with my uncle for the replay, and he said it was a war.
They were brutal.
I mean,
yeah.
the refereed it under modern rules now, and there'd have been something like 9 sendings off.
Yeah.
11 yellow cards. It was brutal.
I think if I watched it on, like, what did Brian Moore used to do? Oh, Moore, back in 70s and 80s. The match at the BBC, in ITV had
Grandstand.
No, not BBC. But in ITV had some.
They had midweek sports special.
Yeah.
World of Sport.
And on a Saturday they had midweek.
I know which one you mean. I can remember it. Yeah.
Yeah. Match at day.
No, I know they used to show all the highlights on the Sunday, didn't they? On
That's the one,
ITV.
yeah. But anyway, and it was on there, and I remember, or whether he would come to, I don't know. It was something on TV a couple of weeks ago. I thought, right, they were like brutal, like more than knee-high tackles, and all kinds of just going in. I mean, look at the pictures as well back in them days. They're like at Derby's baseball ground.
Oh yeah, I mean the pictures
Like
were
sand, weren't it?
abysmal.
Yeah.
But I met a guy a few years ago. My mate lives down in Nottingham, and there's a guy that lives in the apartment block where he is. He used to play for Notts County, and he introduced me to him. And he was ex-player. I think he might have been involved in the Notts County setup. And he says to me, he says, "Oh, who do you support then?" So I says, "Oh, Leeds." Like, oh. He says, "No, I stood Bremner." He says, "I've still got a scar running down the outside of my leg that's 7 inches long where he did me in a game." And they used to get away with it. It's
not now. We can't get away with it nowadays.
No.
I mean, they only have to lead in trip forward and it's a foul.
Look at goalkeeper. I mean, what's happening in penalty box now in the corner or free kick? Just crazy. Pulling on jumpers, t-shirt, jumps and everything, and falling on the floor, rolling around.
Well, there's always been contact in penalty area, shirt pulling and stuff like that. But at one time, you had a little bit more carte blanche as a goalkeeper, being an ex-goalkeeper. That, if someone's in front of you, someone's got hold of your shirt, don't matter, you just go out, and if you can't get the ball, you take the man. And it's an unfortunate fact of life that there's been several people laid in the 18-yard box when I've been in goal because I've just gone, the ball's there to be won.
Yeah. contact sport at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
So they're about bringing sin bins still, aren't they? That's
It'd
they're
be,
still talking about it.
it'd be a waste of time. That 20 minutes into the game, you'd be playing five-a-side,
Yeah.
wouldn't you? It's,
they're still trying to push that through FA.
When you look at rugby league, and I mean Union to an extent, how much the players respect or have to show respect to the referees. You know, it's like get away. You get injured off them.
Yeah.
10 minutes. And in football, any referee gives a decision.
Yeah.
You'll guarantee it's 5 or 6 opposing players to the decision around the referee, and he's like, no, and they're just on him.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It's.
And
But they were supposed to be stopping that.
Yeah.
It's only the captain was supposed to be doing
that's
it.
right.
And for the first 6-7 weeks of the season, they introduced it. Brilliant. It worked. Then all of a sudden, you're getting 2 in there, and you're getting 3 in there.
Yeah.
They don't back up what they say. They
No,
don't back up
no.
the
And
actions,
that's the problem with the FA and the officials. I'm afraid the officials are incredibly weak, and they got weaker since they brought VAR in because they're too scared to make a decision.
That's it. And to be fair, the VAR actually doesn't hold its hands up and say, yeah, we've got it wrong enough.
No.
I think that they want to think they're high and mighty.
But then all of a sudden, there'll be an incident like the Arsenal game the other week with the disallowed goal and the one against Manchester United not so long ago. And all the opposition gets, oh, yeah, sorry, we screwed up. Here's a letter signed by our boss.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't get you your 3 points. Don't get you back into the cup.
No.
So it needs binning.
Because the thing is, it's like, from a player's point of view, and probably as a manager and coaches, there's accountability then. Because if you get caught doing something, it's a red card, sending off, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But there's no accountability, real, genuine accountability, what you see on a consistent basis for referees and officials, including VAR, making complete hours. It's kind of just like, yeah, sorry, extra from the table.
Especially when you think that some of the top referees are in excess of $100,000 a year.
Yeah. They just get taken off 1 week, don't they?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I could do that job, referee. Sometimes I could stay in centre.
Yeah.
Well, I say, I can't run, so I just have to stand up dotted middle and blow my whistle.
I used to play football in the 80s for a Lobes team. There used to be a referee who just did that. Just went circle. Circle to circle. Just didn't move at all.
See, I think you're missing a trick because on Formula One, they have them cameras on the swinging across track that literally cover the expanse of the track and they go across. Put one of them above all pitches with referees strapped to one, and they can just swing side to side.
And then if you get it wrong, you put 50,000 volts through the cable or something. That's wrong.
Well, they're talking having 2 referees per game at one point, weren't they?
Yeah.
That came out.
Well, they had one referee in each half of the field, weren't there? And then 4 linesmen.
That's crazy.
But you see, that's what gets me as well. That linesman only does half the pitch.
Yeah.
So if something happens in the other half of the pitch that he's not doing, it's the responsibility of the guy right at the other side.
Like
who can't see it.
Definitely,
yeah.
You think the Premier League, with especially professional football clubs, they would say, let's have 4. We can afford it.
Yeah, you never know.
So staying on football, World Cup coming soon. What do we think about the squad?
I think for the first time in a long time, I've got no interest in the World Cup at all this year. It's not been publicised particularly well.
No.
Obviously, going to the land of the orange head isn't going to help.
No.
The time zones are horrendous.
Yeah.
Well, there's times, and I think there's going to be so many backhanders taken, so many fixes.
Yeah.
The squad. I think the spy for the German national team's done a great job in picking a very weak squad for England.
It's a bizarre
squad.
Yeah, I can't see the reckoning in some of his decisions.
No.
When he said, "Oh, well, I'm not basing it on the performance." Well, what the hell are you basing it on then?
I still want England to do well, but since about 2002, I never really followed national. I'll sit and watch it. What time do I take it? 1 o'clock.
That's it. I'll watch it, but I'll watch more selective games. I mean, I always sort of make sure I watch Brazil and stuff like that because even they're not as entertaining as they used to be. But as to who's going to win it, I have absolutely no idea.
No, I don't. Look, I think any England fan, whether you're following it much at the minute or not, you'd still love to see them win it. But And I do hope he proves me wrong, but based on the squad, what you're looking at, and I think just can't see it.
No.
I just don't. Yeah.
No.
It's even Jordan Henderson. I've got nothing against him whatsoever. But he hasn't played in a genuinely really strong competitive league on a consistent basis for 2 years near enough.
That's it. Yeah.
And how can you pick him?
Really,
genuinely.
No, it's.
There's not as much flair in it.
Yeah. Well, I think there's some of them, like with Cole Palmer, actually think it's a good decision because everybody rants and raves about him. And he's like the kid at Newcastle, Gordon. I've never seen him have a good game.
Weird one, I like Cole Palmer because he drifts in and out. But while he's drifting out of the game, he's still taking 1 or 2 players.
I think the problem is he drifts out of the game and keeps drifting.
Just keeps going.
But the bit I like about him is if he's like over there, you'll know he's got 2 players on him. But I think he just. I'd have took him out, took Foden as well. I mean, I've not seen that squad because I think it come out the night before.
Yeah.
If you remember, F8 come out, and I think it went straight onto Twitter from honest.
Yeah.
But no, to answer your question, I don't think we'll get any further in the quarterfinals.
No. I'd have to agree with you on that.
Who's got in group games then?
That's how much I've been following it.
No idea.
It's like Jess said, I don't think it's been not publicised, but advertised that well. I don't think there's any fuss about it like they normally.
Well, the sales are now, aren't they?
And it's like the squad itself doesn't inspire you. And to be honest, I am probably a little bit old school in the fact that, from my opinion, I think your national team should be made up of the very best players and coaches and managers from your nation. It shouldn't be pick all your players from your nation and then let's chuck a German manager there or a Brazilian manager there. It should be the very best available at that time.
Well, as I say, I mean, I know Southgate had his critics, but when you look at his record in the cold light of day, if didn't fail to get to a European Championship or a World Cup, the best we did was a couple of finals. The worst we did was the quarterfinals. Now, in the scheme of things, that's not a bad record.
But do you think with them kind of players, you won't have to coach them anyway?
Yeah.
Much coaching. If you've got someone like Bellingham as a manager, you're not going to tell him anything he doesn't know. You just have to sort out.
Well, more of it's tactics and strategy and stuff like that. But I mean, you look at Arsenal, the way they play dead ball situations. I mean, they've been the best team in the Premier League from corners and free kicks this year. You know,
I think a lot of teams have missed out on that because even long throw, long throw, get balls, especially corners.
Set plays are a huge part now. Football, aren't they?
Absolutely.
I think they were saying it's not in a full 90 minutes. I think they're actually the balls only play by 18 minutes.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, that's the time it's off pitch and throwing free kicks and
things like that. Third game into
But then on the other hand, they do say players run more now than they've ever run in games. So it's just evolved, hasn't it, in general?
Yeah, bring back the 70s. That's the best time.
Yeah. Or bring back the physicality, I'd say.
Yeah, kick and rush.
Make it slightly more entertaining.
Many on pitch though, at the end of the day.
Well.
Again, make it more entertaining.
Actually, what about 90 minutes, but every 10 minutes you can bring a player off each side. Right? So by the time you get to like 80 minutes, you've literally just got 3 of you. It'd be like playing with goalposts. The kid runs to you like no offsides, stuff like that. Goal lagging allowed.
It'd be a lot of running about though, wouldn't
it? You just get to keeper and then to melt it down and try and score. But it's like back in the 70s, they didn't have the penalties. They used to run from the halfway mark.
Oh, there's one from 18-yard box, wasn't there?
No, when Pelly were there in back in the 70s.
Oh, I can't remember that far back, mate. Sorry.
Rather than penalties, it was start from halfway line. I think they had 10 seconds or whatever.
To get up there and dribble it past. I know they changed it then to edge 18, but.
See, Americans are weird. No disrespect to all Americans.
Y'all doing today?
Because for a nation that's so competitive, right? In everything they do, they're like, we're the best at this, we're the best at that.
World
And yet-
champions.
And yet they don't believe in relegation.
No.
Right? They don't think there should be a draw.
No.
Right? And it's like, well, what are you playing for then? What exactly are you playing for? Because if there's no such thing as a relegation, what are you actually fighting for? Apart from just literally top spot only, what are you actually playing for? You've got to have a reason to fight. And if that's to keep you up in a better league and be at the top of your game, but yeah, they don't believe it, and I just can't believe it.
I just like this franchise idea, though, that you've got an owner of a club, and they play a season. It's not a particularly good one, or somebody starts like, okay, right, sod it, we're going.
Yeah.
We're going to move from San Francisco, and we're going to move to Colorado or something. Just everything goes.
Yeah, I think the Premier League and unions going close shop into no relegations. So
I can't see him doing it.
I just don't get it. It makes no sense.
About stopping relegation promotion.
I just don't see the point in it.
I suppose if you're in the Premier League now in that review union, and you've got a chance of going down, you know what, we'll shut that door, kind of thing. That's one of the things I listen to every day. But you never know, it's all money at the end of the day.
Certainly is.
I mean, years and years ago, it used to be chairman of a football club at Butcher somewhere in town, or somewhere in a flower shop or something. Now it's like a multi-billionaire. And even that sometimes not enough for some clubs.
Absolutely.
So going back quickly before we end and stuff, on to a couple of quick questions about ghost hunting again. Right. So you've obviously mentioned you've seen some apparitions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right. I bet you've seen the other side of the scale where something's happened that's absolutely cracked you up because somebody believes something or seen something or something's happened, and we've all had it where you've had a guest that's adamant they've seen this or done this, and
not necessarily guess. Sometimes it's
bloody
team as well.
Yeah. Have you got a standout moment or a particular thing that's happened where you go, my God?
I think one of the funniest ones was Stu and I were working one night, and I can't remember where we were, but we got the table out, we got a K2 on it, and Stuart said, I'm just going to move this K2, so he goes across and lifts the K2 off the table, and this woman screamed, that's lifting in the air on its own. And Stuart says, I just told you I was picking it up, and you're thinking, that was meh, you know. I mean, bless them. There's a couple of members of the team that are scared of their own shadows, literally.
Yes.
A certain person not so long ago actually screamed and jumped when she saw her own reflection in the mirror. I won't say who. Say again. So yeah, there was that.
Do you know what the funniest one we did was when we did some rebels, and I thought that woman was sat on a chair and it was a stool. Right. So I've just gone to lean on. I think it's the chair,
right,
and it's a stool.
So you gravelled the
I went all the way down the back like that. Oh my God! I'm really, really sorry. I'm really, really sorry. And she was Polish, weren't she? And she went, "Oh, it's fine."
It's nice.
I thought, God, can we get?
This is an HR job.
Yeah, more still waiting to happen.
And I think that probably one of the strangest ones was that Ripon jail where we had the odours coming out of the cells.
Yes, yeah.
At the time when we had to tell the guests that it was actually authentic smells and drains and it was actually from the curry house next door where we'd been for a meal before.
Do you know what I mentioned strange one at Ripon? The first time we did what we do now, not the first one we did. No, the first time not the Reagan's block.
The new building, the big building,
yeah. And we're just doing the welcome, and Jez was mentioning Stan from the block, and then fire alarm went off. So me really thinking, Jesus, this is bad. But they left us with key, right? So the alarm's going off. I'm like, God, what do we do? So Rosie phoned up the one at key holders and leaves his key. So that was just that fire alarm's not even connected. There's no electric to it when it's going off. And luckily enough, one of the team, Martin, managed to switch it off. Something
that was bizarre, was that? Really
so was. Just went, and the residents Stan, it was from, like, oh my God.
See, See, I've got two favourite stories, and I weren't even there for either of them.
Yeah.
And it's one what Jez tells us, and one is the Scottish.
Oh,
the
the wheat rumper.
I think it must have been at Doncaster Air Museum with the demonic mist or apparition in front of
Yes.
night vision.
Outside,
The rugby player, yeah.
They were always one that tickled me.
Yeah, because I think people got themselves so worked up about what's going to happen, the simplest thing will set them off. You know, you actually walk past somebody's chair and accidentally catch it.
They're like, oh,
yeah.
They've leapt up in air. It's just like they've been got by the devil himself. You know, so,
yeah, that's true.
right. Well, before we finish, I've got a table to turn on YouTube.
All right.
This is good
What
because
do you mean this is good?
it is very good. You'll like it. Not a lot.
Not a lot.
I was listening to your podcast the other week,
Right.
and you were on about the chat.
I'm glad somebody did.
Yeah.
I won't ban.
Yeah. Well, if I didn't do that, I had to do washing up. You know? And you said that you were going to do little challenges,
Yeah.
and one of you suggested magnet fishing,
Yeah.
and it actually sprung to my mind about Stuart doing magnet fishing.
Oh, in Scotland.
Yeah, some time ago,
Yeah.
where with usual Dawson efficiency, lovely big magnet, lovely bit of fishing line,
Yeah.
throws the magnet into the water.
Yeah.
Fishing line's not strong enough. That's
Magnet.
one magnet's gone.
I cast in first. We were in a lock.
A lock.
So I cast it in first. And it were all right. It worked. I pulled it in and it just come off it. And then the second time, I've just gone. Whack. The magnet 30 metres that way. And the string just grew. I remember, like, Rose has gone, what's happened? I'm like, oh, I think the magnet. I'm getting tied on and everything.
And this little diver surfaces and says, "Will you stop throwing things at me?" So anyway, bear in mind that if that's what you're going to do as a challenge, I think you need to have some practice. So I've been out and I've bought you a magnetic fishing kit, so you can have a play with that in between podcasts and see who's the best.
I think Stuart will win because he's got experience now. Granted, he's good at casting magnets, but clearly not catching all.
I need to attach the string to the magnet.
See, what we should do when we actually go magnet fishing,
Yeah.
I'll do the magnet fishing because I've done some already and I've glued all my magnet to wherever it needs to be and everything, and it's all triple tied and everything.
Yeah.
You can practice with that.
Play with
I'll
that.
scratch. Yeah. And then once I've got all my stuff out of water, you can have scraps.
Yeah.
That's all
Sounds
right.
good.
Yeah, play with this old
That's
rifle.
how I feel.
There you go, boys.
Thank you very
Pleasure.
much. Thank you
My
for coming
pleasure.
on.
Thanks for the invite. It's been
No,
fun.
anytime.
Enjoyed it.
Thank you, everyone. And
Thank you
we'll
for
see you
listening.
again next time.
See you soon.
Bye.